It's called Advanced Answering Techniques. So it is 3 professional people explaining to other people how to answer different questions, a multiple variety of questions. Advanced Answering Techniques.
Welcome to Advanced Answering Techniques. I'm one of your hosts, Josh, and it's like a highly decorated officer has appeared at my door and is saying, you know I wouldn't be here, wouldn't be asking if it wasn't a worst case scenario. They want me back in, even though I left all that behind. Brigadier General Headshot seems desperate. I don't think I'm that person anymore, but my eyes stray to the entrance to my attic crawl space. There's a sea chest up there with a microphone, headphones, Zoom recorder, SD card. Maybe I've got one more mission left in me after all. But I'm just one man in an elite team of podcast hosts. Caleb is also a host of the podcast. Can we get a sample of what your voice sounds like with the microphone? Okay. I mean, that's what I would do.
Yeah. You just... I don't know. We've recorded like 100 episodes of podcasts.
I said elite team.
What
do you mean?
Over here.
I was talking into the microphone.
No, you didn't have it in your hand.
I'll say it one more time.
Okay, it's coming through better now.
That is good.
Okay.
He's the demolitions expert because his funny thoughts will make you explode with laughter. 1 minute your family's watching you giggle while you listen to a podcast. The next minute they're wiping your intestines out of their eyes. From his perch atop a parking garage, another podcast host, Gabe, holds his breath and between heartbeats fires off a joke. It's so accurate, and Gabe is so far away that you're dead before you even hear the joke.
Hey, gives new meaning to killing.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Different thing.
You already heard the idea of the podcast at the beginning. We receive questions from our users, and we give them definitive, ironclad answers. But the style in which we deliver these answers, it has an effortless quality, like an Italian eating pasta fagioli, or like an Italian merrily tossing pizza dough, or like an Italian breezily strangling a witness.
Oh yeah.
Such a rich culture.
But not a very subtle one that is summed up well in its sort of tropes.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, you can get everything you need from movies from 1990 to 1992.
Yep,
basically.
Right there.
It's all right there.
The whole of a beautiful
Actually,
culture.
I'll extend that to 89. Is that when Moonstruck came out? Because I think that's important to
whatever.
Yeah. Moonstruck really kicked it off. Then you got Goodfellas. Bam.
It's an Irishman's notion of what the Italians are like.
Yeah.
John
And they have
Patrick
a pretty
Shanley.
good notion.
They do.
Yeah.
They're around them.
Mm-hmm.
You hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Irish, Italian.
Yep.
They're
There's a
like
lot.
British Italians.
British Italian?
The Irish are like the British Italians.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah. Their
Yeah.
flags kind of got it's roughly the same idea.
Roughly the same
Absolutely.
idea.
I'm constantly confusing
man.
these.
Yeah.
Irish pasta, mashed potatoes.
Potatoes, yeah.
I think gnocchi really brings them together.
Yeah, it really is. Joining of hearts.
Do you think our users know what gnocchi is?
Let's assume that they don't. If they're listening, they probably don't know what gnocchi is.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think of our listeners as kind of esteemed,
Yeah.
erudite people.
You kind of attribute you have the Del Close idea that your audience, if you treat them like poets,
Right.
they'll rise to
the occasion. Yeah. So I think they know what gnocchi is, like most poets.
Yeah.
You think, okay, hang on.
Most poets know what gnocchi is.
What are you basing this off of?
I mean, looking for words to rhyme with.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah. Pinocchio. Gnocchi.
No. Gnocchi, comma no.
Gnocchi, comma no. Gnocchi, no.
Yeah.
Low key.
Yeah.
Gnocchi.
Mm-hmm.
There's options.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, low key is good. I think that's
I think
the
that
one
could be
option
like
that we've really found.
that could be
Yeah.
like the attitude as we use it
Yeah.
in the current day, or it could be the Marvel Cinematic Universe character.
Low key.
Low-key.
Oh, I was thinking like a low,
Low-key.
like on the piano.
Yeah, that works too
that's-
in a
oh.
musical context.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I spilled pasta on my low keys.
Yeah.
I guess I should be thankful it's not no key. That would be better if I actually worked. I pulled the trigger at the wrong time on a heartbeat.
Oh no. There it goes. Oh, that would have been helpful.
What?
That would have been helpful when I was talking about gunshots.
Yeah.
We love the soundboard.
You kind of got stuck. Is that going to be a licensing issue?
a good
I don't
question.
think so. It's pretty short.
Usually that's
Yeah,
a
you're right,
duration
you're right.
issue.
It's
Yeah,
a
you're
pretty.
right.
It's pretty
Yeah.
short. Yeah, I made sure it was short. I did want to. Do you have any? Can I do a thing?
Caleb is one of the
All right, I'm gonna do a
hosts,
thing.
What are the hosts?
but he's like, "Can I talk?"
How does this work?
I'd just like to talk for a moment. I just thought this was funny. I got really into the "Oh Yeah" song by Yellow, and I was reading the Wikipedia, and I was like, "Where did this come from?" And I have to read
Okay.
you this excerpt from a description of the composition, the recording process.
Now, is this going to be a licensing issue?
I don't think so.
Okay.
First, I did the music, and then I invited Dieter to sing along, and he came up with some lines, which I thought, no, Dieter, it's too complicated. We don't need that many lyrics. I had the idea of just this guy. A fat little monster sits there very relaxed and says, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I told him, why don't you just try to sing on and on, oh, yeah. Dieter was very angry when I told him this. And he said, are you crazy all the time? Oh, yeah? Are you crazy? I can't do this. No, come on. And then he said some lyrics like, the moon, beautiful. Is this too much? And I said, no, it's okay. And then he did this, oh, yeah. And at the end, he thought, yeah, it's nice. He loved it himself also.
I love that.
That's a very accurate. I can tell it's an accurate transcription of like a video.
Yeah.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right.
Of a Swiss man. Yeah.
Yeah,
English
somebody
as a
who's-
second language.
Yeah,
Explaining an already kind of complicated situation to explain.
yeah. That's good. And also, if you just had any assumptions about who wrote the lyrics to that song, somebody named Dieter would have been pretty close
good.
to the top
That's
of the
not-
list there.
That's not his name. His name is Boris.
Okay,
It's
well,
Boris Blank and Dieter Meyer.
yeah.
Okay.
Boris Blank.
Blank.
Wow.
Yep.
Cool. That's cool.
Yep.
Wow, I'm so inspired to learn more about the musical act Yellow now.
Yeah, it's great. No W.
No, just yellow, like
so-
mellow yellow.
Oh, wow, this
like
is-
the soda, like the beverage.
But also, it's
I'm gonna say yes.
it's kind of inviting like an auditory thing, right? Like yell,
Yeah.
Yellow,
like that
yeah.
comes across much more when
Yeah.
you take off the W.
Yellow.
Yeah.
Yellow.
Noki.
Or is it
Oh.
like, somebody who speaks Spanish
Yeah.
saying Jello?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Although I suppose they might maybe say yayo. Yayo.
Yeah.
If they're
'Cause of
reading
the double
it.
L. Right.
If they're reading
If
it.
they're reading it.
If they're basing
If
it
they're
on
just saying
Wait,
it.
wouldn't it would be an H sound.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
sorry.
Hello.
What language is that, like Hebrew that uses J's as Y's and
I don't know, man. There's all those.
Greek
insane languages.
Greek has a weird relationship. The gamma is like both like a y and a g sound.
okay.
And this is another situation where we do assume the audience can rise to the level of poets.
Yes.
What do you guys think about that?
So
Is that a
Gabe's
good laugh?
changing his laugh.
Gabe's trying out a new laugh. We're all
I mean,
trying out
let's
some
hear
new.
it.
Our laughs are all pretty. They kind of are similar. So I am trying to. distinguish.
Really, I think our laughs are laughs. Our laughs
Labs, yeah.
are where we diverge the most.
Okay.
Don't you? Do you not think that?
Um.
I haven't thought about it.
now
Okay.
now it's all I'm going to be thinking about for the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
But
Let's hear that laugh again. Do it again better.
but I don't know. I think it's about as good as it gets.
Okay.
Sometimes,
Good. Great movie.
sometimes things in your life are such that you can't really talk about them. You have to express them in song. I don't think there's really another way of handling them. This is one of those things. I wanted to play this song for you guys.
Thank you.
Got some bad news from my doctor. News I ain't been enjoying. He said the results are in. Turns out you're clinically annoying. Gave me a prescription. Wrote it down as tablet. And sent me legible scrawl. It said, please start smoking cigarette. My doctor told me to start smoking cigarette.
Okay. Cool.
That happened.
Any kind of brand choice? Any recommendation there, or just what? And you know, it says smoking cigarette.
Yeah.
Was this one big cigarette?
Just a
You're
long
gonna
cigarette.
keep coming back to?
I don't know.
trying
I
to-
kind of thought maybe it was just a choice of syntax or grammar. For
Okay.
him,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
start smoking cigarette.
Yeah.
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 I don't think English is his first language
I
either.
was
Much
gonna-
like Forrest
Oh,
Blank
Yes.
Or
Yes.
Dieter
or
Meyer.
Peter Meyer.
Smoking cigarette.
I like that, Josh. And
thanks.
have you taken him up on the prescription yet?
No, I think
Okay.
it feels like maybe a bad faith suggestion.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
You know, I don't.
He's trying to
Did you-
suppress you.
did you go into the office looking to address? Were you like, I think I'm annoying, and I want some medical
no, I
help
mean,
with this?
no, I was. I mean, I had a real complaint,
Okay.
and I went in, and then he's just like what? He's just kind of
yeah.
gaslighting
Oh
me.
my
Yeah.
gosh.
I feel like
Yeah.
I'm getting gaslit by my doctor.
Yeah.
It's toxic.
Right. He's just like leading you on.
Yeah, just trying to.
Well, let's try it though.
Okay, what's that?
Here, I'm gonna give you a cigarette.
Smoke a cigarette.
I'm gonna give
See
you
if
a
it makes me
cigarette.
less annoying.
Yeah, and we'll
Yeah.
just see.
Yeah.
We'll just see.
Okay. Here we go. There's a cigarette in the
Great.
room. And
Okay, light it. Okay.
Whoa.
I mean, it does make him cool.
Makes you way cool.
Okay,
So-
less annoying, I guess.
It makes
Yeah.
you cooler, but I wonder, was the doctor thinking, well, smoking kills,
Yeah.
so this is the best solution?
it seemed
that
like a
problem?
final solution.
Okay. Oh.
Right.
He didn't use that language.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but you know, it feels like the direction that
Things
our
were-
relationship
yeah.
is
Headed in.
headed in.
I'd be careful about getting injections from him.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would never. I would not let a doctor
Yeah.
after COVID.
Oh no.
Just
after the vaccine.
just make sure
No.
that you ask for a taste of it before he injects you with it.
Well, yeah, that's one of those funny things.
How about hey? I want to see you.
Yeah.
I want to see you
How about
inject
you have
it
a little
yourself.
bit?
Yeah.
You have a little bit,
Yeah.
doctor.
And I'll have a little taste too.
Yeah.
I had to have a bone density scan once, and so they had to inject like irradiated dye into my bloodstream,
Yeah.
so they could so it could soak into my bones. It's insane. Can't
And these
believe
are
I
medical
actually did it.
professionals.
Yeah,
These are
And
people
it's
trying
like,
to help you out.
The stuff they're putting in there, they're like, now don't get this on your hands.
Oh,
So this is going into my blood. Okay.
If it
You're the
touches your
professionals.
hands,
how was it? How
Yeah.
was it going to get on your hands?
I don't know. It just seemed like they were cautious about this stuff.
Oh,
More
like they
cautious
didn't want it
than
on
regular.
their own hands.
Right.
I see.
Right.
Yes.
They weren't giving it to me like, feel that. Feel the weight of that syringe. Now don't get it on your hands. We want you to feel how heavy this is what we're about to put in your body.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it was nice. Kind of made me feel nice.
Did it?
Yeah. That was me afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Just relaxing.
day bow bow.
Do you
Yeah.
guys trust, the the powers that be?
No.
You're gonna have to define some of those words for me. Specifically, that.
It's going to be hard.
Well, okay. You used
It's a pronoun,
you
right?
used described those words
Yeah.
to me. So with those, you're getting pretty close.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically the pluralization of that.
Oh, now I understand.
Plural form.
Yeah.
So do I trust the powers that be?
The powers those be.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's hard to say.
Yeah. Well, here, let me give you a little more context. Maybe this will
Okay.
Please.
be helpful. Have you ever actually seen anyone get eaten by a bear? Right. I feel like
I haven't.
I haven't.
Not even on a video. Not even.
Nope.
in
I've
my
come
dreams.
close.
Isn't it interesting?
I've come close to. I've listened.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was just
To
going to say.
right
Isn't
before-
it interesting that Werner Herzog
Yeah.
doesn't even like
Yeah.
he's like, oh, all we have is this audio in Grizzly Man, and he doesn't even play that for us.
Yep.
He hides it. He hides that from us.
That's
Greedy
true.
German.
Yeah. So, who would my question is, who stands to gain?
Bears.
Bears.
Bears. So, but the bear lobby.
No, the bear. They don't stand to gain because people will get more afraid of them. I want to.
Maybe that's what they want. That's what I'm saying. They
want-
want that sort of imposing figure in
Intimidation.
society.
But that's
Yeah.
resulted in us killing a lot of them.
Has it, or has it resulted in many of us? If we realized that we weren't going to get eaten by bears, would more of us be hunting bears?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think they're making us afraid of bears so that they control us. I think it might
yeah.
be bears themselves.
Right.
I think the pepper spray lobby probably is
Involved.
really involved in this too.
Yeah.
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 They should really sell if you're hunting a bear and then a bear attacks you. Wouldn't it be nice to have salt and pepper spray? You just spray it on there and then shoot the bear and it's already seasoned.
It's
ready
already
to go.
seasoned.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
you're.
Right. Exactly.
Do you think this is kind of what happened with Timothy Treadwell?
You know what? I think it was like that.
Was
but
that the audio recording from the movie?
I am so reticent to bring this up. But he was in a tent.
It's true. It's
But it
true.
wasn't a 3-story tent,
he
was
woke
it?
up. This is him waking up. And then he hears some noise. And then he unzips.
The tent.
He unzips the tent.
He was out there for a while, so he had a big tent.
Yeah, yeah.
Huge tent.
Tents get larger with time.
Yeah. You just
kept adding on.
Stretch
doing
out.
additions,
Yeah.
That's
and
true.
a mother-in-law
saw
suite.
the bear. He saw the bear. Tried to get away.
And his girlfriend too.
And then went to hell.
God was like, "You loved bears too much." Right to hell.
That will not stand. Well, I'm kind of a naturally curious person, so I've been kind of interested in seeing someone get
I've
eaten by a
heard
bear.
that
Yeah.
you're a naturally annoying person too.
That's true. That's true clinically.
Clinically annoying.
Annoying. I've been interested in this for years. I would say obsessed. But related to this natural curiosity, I thought it might be helpful to give you an example. So here's a song. One thing about me, I'm naturally curious. It's just how I am. So don't get furious. I want to go to Target. I'm trying to say this gently and find out what makes these suits so tuck friendly. Peace.
Yes.
Naturally curious.
Duck
Wow.
friendly.
So I want to know what's making these suits so tuck friendly.
Did you?
I haven't done it, but I'm just interested.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the. That's
I don't like if you see me on Target and I'm looking at the tuck friendly suits. I don't want one.
Right.
I want to know how they work.
Right.
Right. What makes it tuck friendly?
Yeah.
And like,
Is that like Tuck Forever or Everlasting?
Tuck
Dang
Everlasting.
it. Guys,
Yeah.
my aim is off today.
yeah.
He's up there. It's windy.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. That'll be the bad one. That's a bad hit.
Yeah.
I'll play that one when your joke isn't good.
Thank you. Just make sure you've got it ready at all times. Ready to go.
Is there
Yeah.
like a wind sound effect? Maybe you can do the wind and then the.
Oh yeah, this is a good one.
The wind can be pretty quiet. Oh,
That's good.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
There's
it.
the wind, and then there's this shot.
Well, let's hope that's the last time we hear those.
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, that's true.
For all our sakes.
Tuck friendly, and that's the part of the problem with being curious is like if you solve it, then you can't be curious about it anymore.
Yeah.
So how far do you go with your
You gotta be-
curiosity?
yeah,
If
yeah.
you like being a curious person, do you like finding solutions, or do you just like finding things?
The way that
you
I
don't know
think of
about?
it is the world is so full of a number of things that I'm sure we should always find.
Boy, you said it. The world is so full of a number of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a poem.
Oh, okay.
Not one of mine.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, then I'm sure we should all be, constantly engaged in searching out mysteries.
Right.
So I think they're inexhaustible. I'm not worried about.
Okay.
So I think I probably will go to Target.
Okay. That's cool. I'm excited to find out what
the
makes
changing
them
rooms.
so friendly.
Yeah.
Because I haven't ever really had a problem with like my tux, my tux. No,
Yeah.
Okay.
my pants being
My medicated tux
What-
pads.
what's the issue? Really, it should just be the pants being tuck friendly of this suit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the coat has nothing to do with the tuck.
Right. No, that's true. The tux.
It's really just the pants.
It's the
that-
shirt and the pants.
The shirt and the pants. But I didn't think so. The shirt is part of this suit.
I guess.
Can you try?
Okay.
Can you try it on in the changing room? Because that seems like you should
Worse
have to
than a
buy
bathing suit.
before
Yeah.
you try
Well,
it.
I don't think can you try on bathing suits without underwear?
You can
those are probably
if you're quick.
changing. Like changing room
Yeah.
takes on a whole new meaning.
Yeah.
In that
Oh, yeah.
context.
Oh
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
So.
I'm doing some changing in here.
Well, Josh, I hope you enjoy being curious about that. And
I'm altering things in here.
right,
I was for a long time I was so curious about the whole bears eating people thing
Yeah.
and I'm not proud of this that I would try to observe a bear eat someone.
Oh boy.
To me the most direct route towards this was take your most succulent friends on hikes, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Nothing ever came of it for me, but one thing about Justin,
Sure.
frequent contributor,
yeah,
Yes.
is that he's savory, quite
Yeah.
savory,
Oh yeah.
And so at first I didn't know him that well. I wasn't very attached to him. We went backpacking into grizzly country.
Oh wow.
And he rode in the backpack, right?
He did. Yep.
Yeah.
I brought, just a little extra. There was just a little extra pocket on the
Right.
side, like where you might put a water bottle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Just-
Right. You didn't even
right
need
in
the like framed thing that children need.
yeah. Right, the support.
Yeah. You just had him in
Yeah.
in the pocket there.
Yeah, he's
That's cool.
bite-sized, but
Right.
very
for a
very
person.
delicious.
So you were like hoping that this little guy would be seen by a bear.
Yep. But over a few days, we really got talking and everything, and it turns out that we're both huge fans of some of the same sock fabrics.
Okay.
And so
Well,
I could no longer at that point bear, pun intended,
That's good.
the idea that Justin would be eaten. But the bears did find him to be quite savory, and they were kind of hanging around the camp a lot.
Wow.
So out of an abundance of caution, I put Justin in a bear bag, suspended him from a high branch every night.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Functionally, just a hammock for the boy.
Yeah. 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 Some kind of a hammock.
Yeah.
That's a bag that just goes all the way over you and
You
they
just sleep
suspend
inside
from
the
a yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a hammock.
Yep.
It's like a
I I'm sure it's not the first time he slept in a bag.
Yeah. No, it
I
definitely
mean, we were
isn't.
talking last week about him falling asleep on the corner of a burger. So
Yeah.
And again, maybe that was what made me realize how delicious
right.
he was.
Yeah, well, that's one of the fascinating things about Justin that we really haven't talked about is that he is small, but he packs a smell.
Yeah,
Huge
right.
smell to this little guy.
Aroma. Let's not say
Yeah, smell is
Sorry.
negative
smell has a
connotation.
negative connotation.
Yeah.
That would be a disservice.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, Justin would be more of
I
like.
mean, it smells like meat.
You would
It's a
include him-
meaty aroma.
Right.
It's not disgusting, but
No,
it's not
no.
exactly
It's
like
not-
perfume or fragrance.
No,
Yeah.
but it's like you'd use him in a mirepoix. You know,
Okay, and so that's
He would-
that's another one for the poets.
he wouldn't be out of place next to some celery, carrots, and onion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poets, listen up. We've got mirepoix. We've got gnocchi.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
We've
they're
got those.
really just international food aficionados, I guess.
Most poets know a lot of different food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Josh with a poem that's called Hanger. The homeless man decided he could trust me, and he held up a hanger. This, he said, is my magic hanger. With it, I can turn normal mice into cartoon mice from TV. Walking home in the spreading dark, I boiled with anger, making a bone broth from one thought. Every day for the last 2 years, I had prayed, begged God for just such a hanger, and He, in His infinite wisdom, gives it to this homeless moron. What's he gonna do with it?
Should we go ahead and get to Justin's question?
I'd love it.
Okay, let's do that.
Wait, was there another option?
Yeah, well, we don't have to. We can skip it.
No. I like
It
the
is
question.
the conceit of the podcast that
Yeah.
we answer questions.
And
Yeah,
here we
okay.
are, 25
All right.
minutes in, finally arriving at it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe we should just go ahead and do it for old time's
Let's-
sake.
Yeah.
What was that?
Huh?
Okay.
You don't like that.
What?
It's
Just
making you feel
getting ready.
bad.
Is that you getting ready or me getting ready?
I think it was all of us getting
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, let's listen in.
Hey, tall guys at Answering Techniques. I'm so sorry, Advanced Answering Techniques. That was disrespectful. Hello, boys at Advanced Answering Techniques. This is Justin. First of all, just a little complaint, if you're okay with that. If you're not okay with it, just go ahead and skip the next 7 seconds of this. I usually say I always appreciate, but the last time I was on, which I know you're backloaded, so who knows, maybe it was 2 years ago. Backlogged, not backloaded. Last time I was on, you guys compared me to Hitler, and I'm going to be honest, I did not appreciate that, so I'm going to be changing to sometimes appreciate until you apologize. Anyways, I don't have anywhere else to turn with my questions, so whether or not you guys compare me to Hitler, I will always be coming to you with questions. My wife bought me this book. I can't remember the name of it. It's called Six Drinks That Changed the World. 6 Drinks That Created Civilization. I can't remember what it's called, but it's about the 6 beverages or drinks, you could call them, that defined the 6 different stages of civilization. And I thought, I was like, okay, fun. I'm going to read this book. Or I don't have to read the book. I could just ask the guys at Advanced Answering Techniques, what are the 6 beverages that defined human culture, in your opinion? Because I could get this guy's opinion. You know, he's an author. He wrote a book. I could read his book. Or I could ask 3 professionals who answer questions professionally answer the question of what are the 6 drinks that defined human civilization. So that's my question. I sometimes appreciate.
What a journey.
Yeah. I mean, that's quite the message.
Quite the message.
memo there.
I
Where
love
to
it.
start?
Where do we start? Well, first of all, the question is, do you guys remember comparing Justin to Hitler?
No.
I mean, look.
Do I remember it?
Yeah.
No. Do I believe that we did? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
I
not.
mean, it comes up pretty frequently.
Yeah. I wish that I had remembered that was part of this question
Yeah.
when I was preparing, because I could have gone back and found out when we did that, but I did not do that. And that's
Yeah. That's all right.
remiss of me. Do we want to apologize?
I
Sounds
mean,
like there's no downside.
yeah, he's still gonna come to us. He's still gonna ask
Well,
questions.
I don't know. Is it? We have to.
He just
ask-
will. It just is really a matter of, do we want him to fully appreciate, or
always.
just sometimes
Always
appreciate?
appreciate.
And to me, there's just a matter of realism there.
Yeah.
Which is that, yeah, you won't always appreciate.
Yeah.
It's smarter to say I sometimes appreciate.
Yeah.
I mean that. I understand that. It does feel.
There's ups and downs.
But it feels
Yeah.
bad to have that change. You know, that's like a demotion in a sense.
He's not our
it's-
boss.
But you know what I mean? Like our relationship with him has
Yeah.
taken a blow, and that's not something I want to do. Everything I've done with Justin in the context of this podcast has been an effort to build our relationship, to become closer. That's why
Yeah.
we're constantly remarking on all of his special characteristics
Yeah.
and unique qualities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
That's
trying
true.
to build him up
Right.
and edify him. And it's like, if he is coming away from a listening experience with the podcast and
Yeah.
feeling, denigrated in some way.
Right.
I think we are trying to build him up, but not too much.
Right. I mean, there's
You
not
know,
much to work
There's
with.
right. There's
What's the upper limit?
right. It's not too far, because then we lose our Justin.
But
Right.
are we also not responsible? You know, to me, it sounds like we've made him feel small
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
in like a figure.
I won't
figurative
accept
sense.
it. I don't. I don't think.
But I do think it's interesting to go through this. So he says, hello, tall answering guys or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he says, sorry, that's disrespectful. Advanced answering
Boys. He
Boys.
calls us the boys.
And I'm like, well,
Both
that just
ways.
kind of feels like that's not actually an improvement.
Yeah. So now we're not
Yeah.
men. We're not tall men.
We're not
little
guys.
tiny boys.
A guy, that's a regular sized person, or
Sure.
even
Right.
tall,
Yeah.
because he said tall.
Tall.
Yeah.
Right. There's the
Boys,
clue.
that's little.
That's
That's
littler.
usually much littler.
And I don't want to be called little.
I don't. I mean,
Nobody does.
yeah. Most times, yeah. But the being called a boy is also like, oh, okay. So now I'm like not even someone you respect. I'm just like a boy,
Yeah.
like a real boy.
Right.
Yeah.
I know I'm a real boy.
Yeah.
Nokia.
Speaking of Nokia,
I know I'm a real boy.
Yeah.
And so you don't have to tell me that.
Yeah.
What I'm not sure about sometimes is, am I a man?
right. Yeah. And he did save us the trouble by not even bringing that into the equation.
Or a guy, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Am I a guy?
Am I
one of the
guy?
guys?
Am I some kind of guy?
But also,
Yeah.
boy can have that sort of, it's like something you call peer, my boys,
Yeah.
my guys. Those are kind of interchangeable. So let's just accept that he's maybe using those in an interchangeable sense. And I'm sorry
gonna
for drawing
take
the
it-
focus on
I'm
that.
going to take it the best way possible.
Yeah.
Unlike Justin.
It's true.
Yeah. I'm
Justin
gonna take
did
it
not
the
take
best
our
way.
comparison of him to Hitler in the best possible way.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do one for him.
We've already
you know?
talked a little bit about bad faith at the beginning. I feel like that is a bad faith response to it being compared to Hitler.
Yeah.
There's some good things that you could take out of
No. We
That's-
can't
well,
we
that's
can't go
not-
down that road.
that's- Let's be very careful. but we can admit that Justin's taking it wrong.
Yeah. If we think he's similar to Hitler and all the bad stuff that Hitler did.
No.
Right.
That's not what we're saying.
No.
No, he got a lot done.
Yes. And he's an artist.
Yeah, and he's an artist.
Yeah. I thought we could maybe deal with the bulk of Justin's. I mean, I'm ready to.
Yeah, let's dig in.
I'm ready to apologize if Justin was offended. I'm sorry that he was offended.
Yeah. I'll do that too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you couldn't take the joke.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if something we did, like something we did,
Yeah.
offended you.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sorry your feelings got hurt.
right.
Yes. that is I want to amend what I said previously. That's exactly what I mean.
Yeah,
I'm sorry if your feelings got hurt
me too.
From something that we said.
from specifically a comparison to Hitler.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if that hurt your
if
feelings.
that comparison, if you decided to take it the wrong way,
Yeah.
I guess what I'm trying to say is I could be sorry if that hurt your feelings.
Yeah. Yeah, so let us know.
Yeah.
This is a poem called University. The professor ate a term paper, raw. He thought about lying down behind his desk, but the tile floor was cold. He exhaled a sound like dry grass. His eyes dropped to the stack of 30 more papers. He thought, what does it even mean to be a professor at this point?
The what are the 6 drinks that some version of this changed the world, changed civilization? We
Six
don't know.
beverages.
6 beverages,
6 beverages, 6
drinks.
drinks,
Yeah.
changed something, like marked out different
Yeah.
eras of civilization.
Yeah. One other note on his recording, really quick.
Okay.
Okay.
He's clearly driving.
Yeah, he's driving a
Yeah.
car. I heard the turn signal.
It's nice.
I liked it. I thought it put him in a different frame of mind. Sometimes Justin is a liar.
Yes.
And this seemed
Right.
very authentic.
Right.
I really enjoyed his breath of fresh air for me personally.
Yeah, I guess I do appreciate it. It just seems like I mean, if you are going to do this,
Please
yeah,
be careful.
Please be careful, for one.
First and foremost.
But yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense. People
was
don't have
a little
ton
confusing.
of time. They don't have a ton of time in the world. You can't like go off into a closet and record this by yourself.
Right.
You could. That would
Yeah.
be probably make a pretty good recording.
Yeah.
Wait,
I mean, it was
But-
distracting because I was like, he's clearly driving, but how can he reach the pedals? You know, like that's
it
just kinda
raises
takes
so
you out
many
of it.
questions.
Right.
Yep. I
It's
think
like-
it's like a short stop situation from Indiana Jones.
Short round.
Short stop is
Yeah.
what I call him.
Oh,
In
Dr.
the movie they
Jones?
call him
Yeah.
short round.
Yeah, you
It
prefer.
doesn't
like
make
they-
sense to me.
Yeah.
Short stop because he has the
Baseball
blocks
cap.
on his pedals. Blocks on his pedals, so that he can reach it to stop.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think you made your point. Kale's attitude every time that was like, as you can see. Okay. 6 drinks that changed civilization, made civilization, something like that.
Yep.
You guys have immediate ideas.
I have a couple.
Yeah, I think what if we take 2 each?
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
We don't need to have 6 altogether. That's
Well, we will. That's mathematically, that's
we
what
will.
we'll end
I mean,
up with.
each of us have
Yeah, yeah.
6.
Okay.
That would be.
We don't need
That's great.
18 drinks.
That would be
change.
18 drinks that change the world.
I imagine there would be overlap.
I
in
mean,
some of those
I say what
lists,
we do
too.
is we give 6, we give 2 each, and those are the official ones, and then we go on and we can do a speed round.
Okay.
Yeah.
just
where we
kinda
each do
launch.
4 more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we will end up doing 6 each.
But these are going to be the focuses.
Okay. So Caleb's going to start.
Yeah.
Please start.
The
Okay.
first drink that changed
First drink that
civilization.
changed civilization is Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Okay. And please
It's a pretty-
elaborate.
It was as it seems like it was a pretty steady state before for a lot of history.
Right. Most of history,
Nothing really happened.
no Mountain Dew,
Right.
and then you get Mountain Dew.
Yeah. There's
And then there's still some more lead up.
There's-
and then there's
there's
Taco
like
Bell.
BMD
Mm-hmm.
and then there's
BMD.
AMD.
Oh, before Mountain Dew,
Right.
after Mountain Dew.
Right.
Year
Exactly.
of Mountain Dew.
Gotcha.
Right. And then
Nano.
there's Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And then Taco Bell and Mountain Dew talk to each other.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they decide to make Baja Blast.
Yeah.
And that changed the world because some people were going to Taco Bell for the food, and now people were going there for the drink,
For the Baja Blast.
and they're getting the other, and so that changed the world. That changed how some people were acting in the world.
And I don't think you can really argue with
People
that being a change in the world.
No,
Some people had to start making Baja Blast. Some people had to start serving it.
It's true.
it created this whole
Yeah.
economy that had
Right.
never existed before.
For Baja
How
Blast.
can it not have
Yeah.
an effect? If a butterfly flapping its wings in Japan
Right.
changes the weather in Paris, then certainly the creation of Baja Blast Mountain Dew
Yeah.
affected things, changed
Definitely.
civilization.
It changed it. I mean, yeah, the money that was going in there, and then also, but then they stopped doing just solo at Taco Bell. You could buy it at a store now, so it
Yeah.
changed back then. So it actually changed the world 2 times. So that is my choice first.
For both. So you're saying Baja Blast has an offering at Taco Bell, and then the retail option of Baja Blast,
Yeah.
the retail version.
Because then those people weren't like, yeah.
Well, and
You
and
didn't just have to go to Taco Bell to get Baja Blast anymore. You could go to
yeah.
the
and
supermarket. and
as
get
we
it.
all know, soda pop tastes different from the fountain than it
Yep.
does in a can.
Oh,
so
now
it's
you-
almost like these are two completely different drinks.
Almost 2 completely different drinks. Now you have to make cans that say Baja Blast on them.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's different.
Somebody was not doing that before, and then they had to do it
Right.
after that.
Yeah.
So,
Fundamentally altered civilization.
Civilization, yes, but reality.
that's yeah.
So top that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not really a competition. It's more of like
We're trying.
these are the
Yeah, I mean,
things that.
taking a pretty. It is going to be. I mean, because you did kind of get down to the fundamental
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about a
change
drink
in
that
reality.
changed reality. So try to change reality.
Go ahead, point out something else. Yeah. I don't. I mean, should I even try?
Nah.
Yeah.
Actually,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm
you
just. I'm
should.
going to pass.
Okay.
Are you?
I just don't feel like. I feel like Caleb's right.
So we're going to be a drink short.
We're going to be 2 drinks short.
Until
You're
the
not
speed-
gonna try to
until
come
the
up with
speed
2.
round.
I'm just kind of giving into Caleb's competitiveness. I
Okay.
feel-
Well-
I don't think I could. I don't think I could top it. So I don't know why.
Let's see
I tried.
what Gabe does.
My first pick is
Then maybe you can top him and
Okay,
come in the middle.
Is-
maybe I'll get confident.
I don't know if you guys remember in like the early 2000s there was a drink made by Sobe called Sobe Elixirs. I don't remember them being called that. I remember them being called like Life Water or something like that, but that's a different thing
Okay.
now. But Elixirs is what I found on the internet when I was researching this. And in particular, the Liz Blizz
Blizzard.
flavored one, which is like a
Oh, yeah.
pina colada type of drink.
Yeah, kind of like a diluted milk.
Yeah.
Look.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it had this opaque milk. It's like if you did like a 1-to-1 milk to water ratio thing, and it was weirdly very appealing as a child. Right. That's him mixing up
Yep.
the drink.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Wow.
You take a sip.
The moon. Beautiful. I don't know. It's milky white.
Yeah.
But he's like, mixing it up, and then they started selling it, and I just remember being very taken with it. And I think that the way that changed the world is that it kind of felt like we could finally drink something that kind of approximated blue milk from Star Wars.
Yeah.
And
That was
felt
good.
significant to me
Yeah.
at the time.
I mean, yeah.
So
Obviously, nobody
Blizzard-
wanted it because they did discontinue the drink eventually.
Right.
But
Right.
and that was another way that it changed the world, is that people from then on realized we don't need a drink like this.
Yeah.
We had this drink, we don't need it. So that's how it changed.
So
Yeah.
2 times?
reality.
It
Change reality 2 times.
That's both my picks. Yeah.
that has
I
given
mean-
me some confidence
Okay.
to hear Gabe kind of just hold forth from the heart that way.
Thank you.
I'd say
Now
that
let's see if Josh is prescient. If Josh can change reality again.
well, think about how much of the human body is water. 70%.
70. Yeah.
So just think about 70%.
Think about once we got the drink water, changed everything.
Yeah.
We were only, I guess we were only 30%.
Yeah.
And then we went straight up to, and then we got water.
Water would change everything.
We went straight up to 100%.
Gotcha.
Right.
So I think water had to have been huge.
Oh, yeah, when people figured out that you could drink that.
Yeah. And because I didn't understand, there were a lot of things about sort of the development of civilization that I didn't understand
Right.
until Caleb, like, basically history was kind of a flat line. Society, civilization, kind of a flat
It's like
line.
what,
Yeah, Baja
2006 or something like
Yeah.
that.
Blast. So I did have I had like plotted out some like, okay, I think these are different eras of history. But I don't know. So I don't know when that falls. I mean, I guess it must be water. Human discovery of water must have happened.
Yeah.
2008 or something.
Yeah.
I mean, once you figured out, like, well, it was around,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. But
once you were
people
like,
just weren't necessarily drinking.
it's on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. Why would I want that?
Ugh. What,
Disgusting.
this
Yeah.
just comes out of the ground?
It comes out of the
I don't
ground
know
or
what-
the sky,
Yeah.
That's true.
but
So you think it was raining?
before 2008
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think so.
I mean,
okay.
I remember it
I-
raining before 2008.
Okay.
You know,
actually.
people could have been aware of it as a substance, as an element,
Yeah.
and just been like, but we don't drink it. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a
yeah,
drink.
yeah.
yeah,
There it
you're
is.
getting
Like,
your
it's discovered as a drink,
Right.
2008.
I definitely. I mean, we didn't. This is one that it's Caleb's whole thing is really making me question my memory because I do remember drinking, say, milk
Yeah.
Milk
in
is
my
another one.
childhood.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I remember you doing that
Yeah.
too.
I do too. I remember
That-
some pretty interesting combinations
Yeah.
with milk.
I didn't really
Lots of
drink
milk.
water
Right.
until I guess when everybody else did,
Yeah.
2008.
I guess.
right.
I guess
Right.
I'd be interested to know what is in milk.
I got some
If
water
it's-
in my mouth accidentally a few times
Right.
before 2008.
Swimming,
Yeah. And I was like, ooh.
yeah, swimming, taking a shower,
Yeah.
taking a bath.
Yeah, licking the ground,
Gross.
as you were known to do.
Trying to get some minerals.
Yeah.
Licking the ground?
Well, because we said
For
that
minerals.
we didn't drink the water because it's on the ground earlier, and
Yeah.
then I was just trying to paint you as some sort of like feral child.
So I would have been fine drinking the water, huh,
Yeah.
Gabe?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. That was the joke that I was trying to make. And let me just
If you
let
were
me just get that
offended.
no, I was actually going
Oh.
for the other one. No, the good one. The one, yeah, exactly. You know what's funny though is that if it's a hit or a miss, that sound still
it,
happens.
it still happens either way.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
Um,
it's this sound that happens if.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the bullet.
My second one was Yoo-Hoo.
Okay. Chocolate drink.
Yeah, because it really did. I think people had categories for a chocolate drink that was milk.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything to society,
Right.
Right.
didn't change civilization, but we knew about that. But then it's like, here's a chocolate drink and it's not milk.
No.
Yeah.
But then for me it was hard to understand what it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
If this is a chocolate drink without
It looks.
milk.
I mean, it looks exactly like like milk.
I
like
don't think
chocolate
we
milk.
can say exactly. It's
No?
it's really close.
It's
It actually shares a lot with the Sobe elixir thing.
Yeah.
Where it's that.
What, it's watery?
Exactly.
No, it's not.
It's probably.
I think it is a kind of water. I think Yoo-Hoo's a kind of water.
It's chocolate water.
I think it's chocolate water, but they did very correctly opt to use the word drink instead of water. Chocolate water.
Well, they
is
Yeah.
not
post
appealing.
2008 they were like, I think people
Yeah.
understand water as a drink, so
Yeah.
we've got these new categories we
Sure.
can work with. Drink,
I totally forgot.
Mountain Dew,
Yeah.
water. That's a drink.
I
Yeah.
forgot that it was right at the beginning of Obama's presidency that we all started drinking.
And honestly, can we say, this things don't appear to have gotten better.
No,
Yeah, maybe
over
this
that
water
last
is.
15 years or
it's
so.
part of the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and so the question is, how did this change society?
Yeah. How did you who change society?
And for me, I think it kind of expanded my mind because I started to think, oh, you can. This is not milk.
Right.
Yeah.
but it is chocolate. So it caused these categories
Yeah.
to kind of, and so I think that was kind
Yeah.
of the beginning of the counterculture.
Yeah.
And so milk chocolate. Yeah.
You have water, and then Yoo-hoo, and then punk rock.
Yeah. Well, there's
That's how it breaks out.
Yeah.
there is
The explosion of music and art of the 60s and punk rock
can I put this
following
to you, Josh?
hard on its heels.
So I'm pretty sure the flavor of chocolate, the style of chocolate, milk chocolate,
Yeah.
has been around before Yoo-hoo,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And that's a weird
I'm
one
learning.
because it is milk chocolate, right? But it's not
Yeah.
milk.
Yeah. Yeah, so you think Yoo-hoo is milk chocolate, but it's not chocolate milk. That's what you're saying about Yoo-hoo.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's water. It's chocolate water milk.
But
Milk chocolate water.
So hold on, are you challenging my? I just want to understand
You were
what you're saying.
saying-
I just want to understand what you're saying. You're
Okay.
saying that this wasn't maybe the cause of an expansion of consciousness, the mixing of categories because there were categories that already exist.
That's one thing I was saying.
Okay.
And not in drink form. I'll have you.
Yeah,
So maybe there is something about the drink form that makes it because it is closer.
that makes
to,
it particularly
you could be,
powerful.
Yeah.
You wouldn't confuse
Yeah.
a bar of some kind of food for milk
Right?
ever.
No,
It doesn't look like milk
no.
at all.
I mean, white chocolate is white. That is like milk. It has a creamy kind of texture.
That's
to
true. Okay, so yeah. Anything that's not white chocolate, you wouldn't confuse for milk
it as a solid. That's
as a
true.
solid.
That's
right?
true.
You wouldn't be like, oh, that milk's standing up. Milk is standing at attention.
Right.
That's what you would say if you saw a white chocolate bar.
Right. Right. It's what I do say.
You can't take them anywhere
Yeah.
around white chocolate. It's pretty
But-
annoying.
You wouldn't say that, but then you
Clinically.
get Yoo-hoo, and you get this drink. Now it's a drink, and it's milk chocolate. It looks like chocolate milk,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's water.
Yeah.
It's a kind
It's
of
a kind of
liquid.
water.
It's a kind of beverage
Yeah.
that's flavored this way.
Yeah.
Has no lactose in
Right.
it, so it's like good for you to drink.
I mean, are you asking me if Yoo-hoo is good to drink?
Yeah,
Should you drink it?
yeah.
If you want to never be able to return to the way that things were.
Ah,
Yes.
It's
it's
sort of
one of
a
those things.
red,
See,
red pill, blue pill.
that's one of the
situation.
things I will say about that is the difference between Yoo-hoo
Yeah.
and Baja Blast, because it's not the drink itself that changes everything.
Yeah.
It's what the drink caused.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Baja Blast is terribly bad for you.
Right.
Right.
You should not drink it.
Right.
It
Don't
tastes
drink
so good.
Yeah.
It is a wonderful treat.
Yeah.
And the frozen ones, those are really good too.
Haven't had it.
Delicious. One of my
Like a
favorite
slushy,
things.
like a slushy. kind of-
Yes.
Sounds really good.
It's delicious. But they're very bad for you. So
Yeah.
it's not the drink itself. I think that's probably been more detrimental.
Yeah.
But
Which is
the
a
thing-
change. Which is a change to
Change.
civilization.
Change.
It is a change. Definitely a change.
Yeah. And we don't know. We really don't know.
How far it goes.
We does it go all the way to the top? It could. It
don't
may
know.
very well.
I mean,
Yeah.
it just depends on how much you fill it up.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could trace it. Look, I'm not saying I can do this myself,
Right.
but maybe someone out there could do this.
Yeah.
You look at the bear lobbyists. They're trying to make people weak
Mm-hmm.
and not think they're dangerous,
Yeah.
so they can get an easy meal.
Yeah.
Even the bears are looking for a handout.
Yeah.
Baja Blast.
That could be the subreddit.
That's not to be totally honest. That's not what the Bears are doing.
Okay.
They're appearing aggressive, like they do eat people. They're trying to trick us into that, but they don't. So they want. Remember?
So I guess I'm thinking of different
I'm
bears.
confused. Let me just point out really quick that I don't think I've ever felt, that phrase "damning with faint praise."
Okay.
That's what saying that could be the subreddit is. That's exactly what that is. That's like there's an idea there. There's something there, but the highest calling of it is to be a subreddit. That's it.
/r
Yeah.
/Bearhaw Blast.
Yeah, Bearhaw
That's where all the
Blast.
guys get on
Yeah.
and talk about bears or not those bears.
Yeah, well, that's the other. Yeah, we're gonna have to.
The other
yeah,
bears.
that's gonna be tricky. My second pick was
Yeah.
LaCroix because everybody's freaking drinking it.
Yep.
Everybody's drinking it. So
And it's kind of one, with Yoo-Hoo, it's a subcategory. It's a kind of water.
right.
Yes. A creamy, well,
Although-
Yoo-Hoo is a creamy, chocolatey water.
Yes, creamy, chocolatey water. But then LaCroix is like, would sparkling drink have sold worse
Right.
than sparkling water? Probably.
Probably. You're right. Yeah, that's interesting. Have you guys ever thought about creamy water?
Yeah,
So there's no flavor to it. It tastes just like water, but it's
The
creamy.
texture is
The texture is creamy. So there's like that sort of film when you're done drinking it, like a lactose.
Right. But it's just water.
yeah.
It's just good old H2O.
I mean,
good
plus.
creamy water.
I
we have sparkling water.
So listen,
Why can't we
that's-
have creamy water?
We've got the 6 drinks that changed civilization, made
Yes.
civilization,
Yes.
and we've got the 7th that will continue. That will once again
Yeah.
initiate a new stage of civilization,
Yeah.
Yep.
and that's creamy water.
Creamy water. Okay. But so yeah, that's kind of on the horizon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we're looking at. Now we should
That's where
quickly
drinks
list
are
off.
going.
We should quickly list off
Yep.
4 others.
Okay.
So
Each
Sunny
of us-
D, Tang,
Capri Sun.
that can be yours, Gabe.
So Gabe's got one. I'm following. I'm
Okay.
tracking with Caleb here.
Those barrel drinks.
Yeah.
And I mean, I wouldn't call it something you usually drink, but you know, you could. It would change the world if you started doing it. But like the overflow catch for your coffee.
Oh my gosh.
You know,
Yeah.
that whatever's in there.
Whatever. Yeah, that whole thing. That's good.
That's 4.
Coffee drink.
Yeah, coffee drink. It's water with coffee in it.
Mm-hmm.
There's 4. So I believe that's everything Justin asked for.
Yep.
You need 4 more. You
So
need.
you need 3
I
more.
need 3 more.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh! Can I
You
think
had-
of 3 more drinks?
You can do it.
Capri Sun.
Capri Sun.
I have. I'll
Okay.
do a couple real quick. You
Okay.
can keep thinking. Spring water from the Garden of Eden, ditch water. Those what Cain drank.
Oh yeah.
Rock water. That's Moses.
Oh.
And then
And Samson.
and Samson. He drank water from a rock.
Mm-hmm.
And then rainwater.
Okay. I'm gonna go with A Treat Big Blue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with like root beers like sarsaparilla root beer.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just throw tea. Tea, I think, is probably
Yeah,
in
that's
there.
a good one. I mean, I think that's probably a legitimate one. Yeah.
Oh, do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, and one more, just a bonus one, salt water.
This poem is called Tree. Jeffrey climbed the tree even though he knew it was wrong. He hoped his pastor would not see him. Jeffrey's pastor owned this whip. Jeffrey climbed higher, even though it was a sin. A shard of glass tipped each of the whip's 900 tails. In memory, Jeffrey watched the whip flash at Brian's back again and again. If only Jeffrey knew that right then, his pastor sat on a bus heading uptown to buy leather conditioner. Jeffrey's pastor had won a prize at seminary for superior whip maintenance.
Guys, we're doing something a little bit different this week. I'm going to play the song for the week for you. Okay.
Oh,
We
yeah.
get to react.
Yeah. We've been kind of, the songs have been
Incredible.
stupid.
Oh,
Okay.
They haven't had anything to do with the pod. They'll be inspired, but they're not. The podcast is supposed to be fun. The songs are not necessarily like fun.
yeah.
And and so the songs are going to be a little different now, again.
Okay.
Okay,
We're returning.
we're returning to a different kind of song.
Okay.
This is going to change the whole podcast.
Yeah, this will be one of the ones when you list songs that change the pod.
Yeah, we'll
be with this one.
podcast. This is one of them. Have you ever noticed, guys, that sometimes before people will say that but like sometimes people will be like, "This isn't very good," but you think maybe they actually do think it's good.
Oh,
Yeah,
You know that
they're holding
Kind of
back.
thing that people do?
Withholding.
oh, this is not very good, but you can kind of tell that they think it's
they actually
good.
like it.
Yeah.
I don't think this song's very good.
Give me drink, give me drink. Don't want nothing blue, don't want nothing pink. Give me drink, give me drink, give me drink, give me drink. Give me drink, don't want no filter. Get it from the sink. Give me drink, 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 give me drink. Not from the tap. I said from the sink. Don't scrub it out. One drink from sink. Shreds of carrot. Pig meat that's still pink. Give me drink, give me drink, give me drink, give me drink, give me drink.
Wow.
I know the question. Do you guys? I have a feeling you have a question.
I have an idea.
Okay, I wanna
based
hear-
on
I wanna
that
hear
song. My idea is that rather than like a traditional sink drain, you just have a sort of like a permanent straw that is curved so that it catches everything at the bottom.
Yeah.
And it just comes up so you can be like washing dishes and then just
Yeah.
Camelback.
sip,
Yeah.
just lean forward, take a drink.
Take a
Now, what did all that stuff I washed up
Yeah.
taste like?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that would
Yeah.
be I bet this guy would love that
Yeah,
straw.
he would love that.
Yeah. That's
Why do you
wild.
think this guy?
He wants like dirty dishwater to drink.
Why does he want drink so bad
From zinc.
He's
from sink?
thirsty and also hungry.
Yeah.
This is inspired from my life. Actually, that's wrong.
Okay.
I've been really parched recently because I've been yelling at my arborist son, and to me, it's crazy that you can be such a good arborist and such a bad parent.
Yeah.
And what was he doing?
Thanks so much for listening to Advanced Answering Techniques.
I had
Just wait. We are looking for your questions.
Thank you.
Yep.
And we'd love you to send those in, audio file, an image file, can be a question, and you'll send those to advancedansweringtechniques@gmail.com. We're looking for something about a minute in length if it's an audio file.
I just had one other idea.
Yeah.
Like Gabe had an idea, so I also had an idea.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
other
that's,
idea.
that's, by the way, that's encouraged.
Okay. My idea was this is garbage can, but it's full of water.
Yeah.
And so you can throw stuff away into that.
Okay. Okay.
You press a button,
This is good.
and then all the trash and the water goes down and through a series of tubes.
Sort of a toilet, a garbage toilet. And maybe there's like a mesh bag that you're throwing all the trash into, and then it's just sort of steeping for.
Well, no, you
Wow.
don't need a bag. That's the nice thing.
Oh.
You don't need a bag.
Oh, all the trash.
Oh, it's
just-
already.
That's it,
Well,
yeah.
okay.
It's just a big, tall
where is
can
it going
that has
through,
water.
through the series of tubes?
I thought-
guess?
I mean, I assume to some place where all the trash will
But
go.
I thought this
Oh,
was
okay.
to drink the water.
This one isn't. This
This
is
is-
just an idea based on.
Okay. all
Yeah,
right.
we're not drinking this water. This is gross trash water.
Yeah.
Right. Not like the dish water.
Well, this is I mean, I see what you're saying, but my point was just my idea is just the garbage can
Right.
uses
you're just,
water.
You're just thinking, oh, water is a good medium for trash, actually.
yeah, because
So-
you can. I mean, you don't ever have to take it out anymore,
Right.
and and maybe it's the kind of thing where we just swap, like you said, a toilet.
Yeah.
So maybe it's the kind of thing where it's like, let's try it out. Let's just swap.
Yeah.
Let's just swap.
We're going to.
Yeah.
No, I think it's.
I like it.
I like it. It presents some plumbing challenges, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
bigger pipes. But
We should get
that's all
huge pipes.
That's all we're talking about is bigger
Yeah.
pipes.
If everyone got bigger pipes for a little
Exactly. And we try it out with the trash.
bit. Yeah.
and then we decide it's not working. What's the worst?
Yeah.
That can happen. You got bigger pipes.
Yeah.
For
I'm
what we
sorry.
do now.
Yeah.
So that
For what
that
we
might
do now.
actually be. That actually might just be worth it in and of itself.
Right. Just
Yeah.
go for bigger pipes.
I think so.
It would solve a lot of problems at my house.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.